it worked right away. So there was a big delay on it, though.
Okay, well, maybe it'll start working.
So I'm pretty sure everybody's going to get everything I said about the bus, so let's just forget about that.
All right, this is a real bummer. Let's see if we can get this going. I think we're in. It says that worked. I gave them YouTube, so.
I think we're good to go. It might just go on everybody, so I think.
All right, so let's go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. We've been trying to get live here and had some tech issues with Google, but we have posted the YouTube channel, and I will post it on my timeline. These gentlemen are doing role-playing this evening. They're joining us from Ohio. We have Todd Clemmer and, of course, members of his superstar team, Gregory Bogart and Corinne Alvarez. And tonight, they are going to be doing a role-playing session with us so that you can see how they enroll people every single day in the littlest 15 minutes. So don't run those timers, but hey, let's check out and see what these guys can do. Hi, guys. Go ahead and roll, and I'll make sure everybody gets connected.
Okay, this is Mr. Corinne Alvarez and Mr. Greg Bogart. In this example, Greg is the prospect and Corinne Alvarez is the enrollee. So go ahead, Corinne. Take it over, my friend.
Hi, guys. Hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Right here we got a whiteboard, and I'm going to be enrolling Greg on what we call the solution to life that we learned from our mentor, Joko. So, Greg, what is it you want to be up to in life, man?
Well, I have always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to do something really big and help people, and would love to be able to take care of my parents, pay off their mortgage, and really just have a huge impact in the world.
Wow, that is amazing. So, if I could ask you, what's stopping you from doing that right now?
Well, what's stopping me right now is, I don't really have time. I'm working my full-time job. I don't get really much vacation to travel, so even when I get vacation, I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
And, money.
Money. Well, to be honest, Greg, a lot of the people that I've met up with and talked to seem to have a similar issue. They all have these big dreams. They all have places they want to go, and they all have, sometimes these dreams that might not be as realistic as what they seem anymore. And the reason is because a lot of them are on this system. And the system is something that 95% of everybody we know is on. So I got a quick question for you, man. At 25 years old, what do you think the average 25-year-old makes a month?
Per month, I'd say 25-year-olds are making around $1,500.
$1,500 a month. Awesome. There's no right or wrong here, honestly, $1,500 is quite a bit of money, but the average person usually works anywhere around 40 to 50 years, right? So let's say 40 years goes by, and now you're 65 years old. What do you think the average 65-year-old makes a month before retirement?
Maybe at the height of your career, around $6,000 per month?
$6,000. Okay, so now you worked 40 years, your income has gone up. What are we usually wanting to do around 65?
Retire?
Retire. Well, a funny thing is that I've realized in this last year is that for people my age, being 23 years old, you're going to have almost $2 million to even qualify for retirement nowadays. So this is just to show you that the minority is going to get retirement. So when you do retire, what happens to your income? It goes down.
It drops, right?
It drops. It drops down to maybe what you were making when you were 25 years old. So as you see, our income's gone down, but as we get older, we accumulate things, and one thing never stops going up. And that is our expenses.
Expenses, yeah. Cost of living.
The cost of living, what it costs to live. So let's say you're 65 years old now. You've worked 40 years. You probably have a house by now. You most likely have a car or multiple cars because you have a family. And if you're lucky you did just work 40 years, you would hope to have some savings, right?
Of course.
Okay, so like I said, this is what about 95% of what everybody in the world is up to. Now, there's nothing wrong with this other than the fact that most of the people working throughout these 40 years are working really hard. And sometimes they might not have enough time to take care of their body, or enough time to eat what they want to eat, or enough time to even have time to think. So, you know, when 65 hits, you know, things like medical bills, surgeries, doctor bills can come into play. My mom, being 49 years old, her pancreas exploded 2 years ago, and she was hospitalized and put in intensive care for 2 years. One of the bills on the table was for over $6 million, and that was in a stack of almost 1,000 bills.
Wow.
So you know what happened? These doctor bills, these medical bills, these surgeries, basically any life emergency can completely wipe this out for you. It wiped out my mom's savings almost in a matter of a week. Okay, when her savings got wiped out, the next thing they went for was taking away her house. When her house got taken away, she was so broke that when her car broke down, she couldn't repair her car. So now, guess what happened to our family life? I might as well erase it. You know, our family life was just destroyed. Okay? Now, see, like I said, this is what, you know, 95% of what everybody's up to. You know, they're an employee, you know, to someone else's system. This is what I call being a part of the system. All right? So what this looks like is, let's say you work 8 hours a day for 30 days. You could accumulate 240 hours in that 1 month. You, relying on your own 2 hands to be in there every single day to swipe in that clock-in card, you could rack up 240 hours. Not bad, right?
No.
No, and that's, you know, there's nothing wrong with working, you know, 30 days in the month, but wouldn't you get a little tired?
Very.
Very. And, you know, I like to call this hard work. You know, these are people who are getting up every day and, you know, really being on their grind to pay for the bills that are due right now. See, but the difference between the 95% of everybody who is on this system and the 5% that I like to say owns the system is that these people have found a way to have multiple thems. So what would it look like or be like if you could have 100 yous working 8 hours a day for 30 days? Your numbers now are 24,000 hours. So you tell me, who do you think's living, you know, a more comfortable life?
The guy that owns the system.
Okay. So now, obviously, the goal in life would be to find a way to own your own system of over 100 U's. Now, before I go any further, man, I just got a quick question. What would, you know, give me an amount of money to make this worth your time that you would like to see? Because obviously, I've found a way to have this.
Okay. I would say if I could make $2,000 per month, I would be all about that.
$2,000 a month. Okay. So $2,000 a month. All right. So now, for us to get this system of over 100 us's, man, I just wanted to let you know that there actually happens to be a 42-year-old company out of Okinawa, Japan, that believes that everybody deserves to have this implemented in their life. They believe that the ordinary man has a chance to live an extraordinary life. Okay, so like I said, this is a 42-year-old company out of Okinawa, Japan that believes everybody can have this by spreading true health globally with compassion. What is true health to you?
Having a healthy body?
All right, having a healthy body. You know, but the thing is, you know, you can have a healthy body. You can eat all the kale in the world. You can drink your protein shakes. You can go to the gym as many times as you want, but if you still have student loan debt or a phone bill you can't pay, or maybe a rent bill that you can't pay, you know, would you say that your mental health is going to be good if you can't pay your bills at the end of the month?
So a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress, you know. So honestly, your finances, do you believe that your finances might play a huge toll in being healthy?
I never thought about it like that, but yeah, that makes sense.
So now let me ask you, man, if you had a healthy body and you had healthy finances, would you have peace of mind?
I'd say so, yeah, I think I would.
You'd have peace of mind. Well, man, this is actually the heart of my company. This is what I like to call the heart of Enagic. And Enagic, like I said, believes everybody deserves to have these three things settled in their life right now. Would this be something you might be interested in hearing about?
Yeah, tell me more.
Okay, so, you know, Japan actually throughout the years has climbed to, you know, I would say in the top 5 ranks in health in the world. So, you know, I don't know if you knew this or not, United States is pretty low down, and I think that we're underneath Cuba. So Japan believes that, honestly, you know, health prevention is going to play a huge toll in your lifespan. So instead of taking care of your body once you're already sick, Japan believes actually that, you know what, by preventing any health sickness, you know, you're going to live a much longer life. So check this out, man. This is actually a medical device. These are 3 medical devices out of Okinawa, Japan. Okay? So this is going to be your 3 devices that are going to be able to help and cure, not necessarily cure, but honestly give your body what it needs to be able to live a long, healthy life. So this right here is going to be your K8. Your K8 is actually a water ionizer that makes 11 different pHs of water that allows you to go completely green in your entire house and gives you the cleanest drinking water on the planet. I don't know if you know this or not, but our bottled water in this country is filled with carcinogens and thousands of other toxic plastic chemicals, and our tap water is filled with fluoride, lead, and sulfur, and who knows what else. So the question is what do you drink? You know, with our bodies being 80% water, the Japanese believe that, you know, this machine having good, healthy drinking water is going to play a huge toll in your health. Okay? So let's say you have the inside of your body taken care of now. You've got this K8 implemented in your life, but one thing a lot of people don't realize or think about is that your skin happens to be the largest organ on your body. So they actually invented this technology called the Enespa. The Enespa brings these famous hot healing springs from Hokkaido, Japan to your shower. And believe it or not, it's going to filter out all the chlorine, lead, and all the other chemicals in your city tap water, now allowing the outside of your body to be taken care of. So do you see how, you know, by being 80% water, these machines are really going to help bring your health back into balance? So the question now is, so how do you take care of the last 20%? Well, we actually have our turmeric, which is in the ginger family, which we call Ukon, which is a whole food dietary supplement that is 100% organic and is going to give you every essential vitamin or oil or anything your body needs that the water can't give you to help your body function the way it's supposed to.
Wow.
So do you see how this is going to get checked off?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so now the question is how are we going to get this? How are we going to have healthy finances? Would you be interested in hearing about that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. So now this company has made it to, like I said, for every ordinary person to have the chance to live an extraordinary life. Okay? So for that to happen, your finances have to be in check. Mr. Oshiro, the founder of this company, actually created a patented business plan called the 8-point system. And in the 8-point system, those 3 products I showed you, which is a package called the trifecta, will pay you commission. Meaning the K8 is going to pay you $340. The Enespa is going to pay you $180. And the Ukon is going to pay you $40. Meaning, for anybody coming in on the trifecta, for you coming in on the trifecta, that would be $560 coming my way per point. So what do I mean by per point? What I mean by per point is that with this 8-point system, the founder of this company has made it real simple for us to be able to understand how we're going to get paid really well to live an extraordinary life. So check this out. We have 6 ranks to start off at. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. Okay? So remember earlier how I told you, you get paid $560 per point. What that means is that depending on what rank you're at is how many points you're going to get paid. So let's say you're 1A, you get 1 times 560. If you're a 3A, you get 3 times 560. If you're a 6A, you get 6 times 560. Okay? So when you come in on this business, you start off as a 1A. Obviously, the goal is going to be to climb up ranks continuously and climb to what we call 6A. So to become a 2A, you have to have 2 units in your 1A lane to become a 2A. You have to have 10 to become a 3A, 20 to become a 4A, 50 to become a 5A, and 100 to become a 6A. So check this out. With the purchase of your trifecta, you're actually going to be set up to buy your Inespa first. Why? Because check this out. The second that you buy your Inespa, you're automatically a distributor in the company. Meaning the second you send in the paperwork for your Inespa, they're going to send you a distributor ID number, meaning you can offer this trifecta to absolutely anybody that you could ever talk to. So, let's say you come in on the Inespa. That means you have your distributor ID number. That means you can actually purchase the K8 and the Ukon from yourself. Meaning you're going to get paid $380 just for signing up. You know, not too bad, right? But the power of the trifecta, what's really beautiful about this business plan, is that by doing this, you're automatically a 2A with the first person you share this with because your 2 1A lanes are filled with your K8 and your Ukon. So let's say this is Chris. All right, Chris comes in. Now you're going to get paid $560 because, you know, the trifecta is really the only thing that I offer people, man, is that, you know, when you come in on the trifecta, now you're going to get $560 times 2 points. Meaning for Chris coming in, that's $1,120. Okay? But what's really beautiful about this business, really powerful about this business, is that it actually is going to pay you directly, and also it's going to pay you indirectly. So me, as your direct upline, I'm going to be dedicated and committed to helping you find your first 2 investors, because if you don't succeed, I don't succeed. So you know what? I'm going to help you find Chris's first 2 investors, okay? That's $1,120 for each of them coming in on the trifecta. Person A, person B. So remember earlier how I told you to advance to 3A, you need 10 total units in your organization. By moving in threes with the trifecta, so far we're at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, meaning your second direct in this business, you're going to be a 3A, meaning you get paid 3 times 560. Wow, that's pretty awesome, right? So let's say this is Kate, all right? Kate comes in, now you're getting 560 times 3. So for Kate coming in, that's $1,680 in your mailbox. But remember, I'm absolutely dedicated and committed to helping you find your first 2 investors because I really, really want to see Kate succeed. I also want to see you succeed. So let's say Kate brings in her first 2 people. Do you think Kate knows 2 people who need true health settled in their life?
I imagine she does.
Well, for them coming on, that's $1,680 coming your way, $1,680 coming your way for person A and person B. So let's just stop here, man. If we were to completely stop right here and you were to share this with 2 direct human beings, okay, your total amount of money that you would have made so far is going to be $1,680 times 3, $1,120 times 3, and $380. Meaning, so far, just by 2 direct human beings, you made $8,780. And at this point, your entire investment into your health, into your future is completely paid off, and you never have to do anything again if you didn't want to. So let's say you did want to do something with this business, okay? Now your machine and your entire trifecta is completely paid off. So let's see. To become a 4A, I told you need 20 units, all right? So let's see where we're at. We're at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. Wow. So that means your third direct, you're ready for the 4th rank that this company has to offer, meaning you're a 4A. So let's say hypothetically, this is someone like me. All right? You know, me, I was tired of working at Chipotle full-time, flipping burritos and working for almost nothing. So let's say Curran, someone like Curran's a go-getter, all right? Now you're getting paid 560 times 4 points. So for Curran coming in, that's 2240, all right? So Curran now brought you 2240. But you know what? Curran knows 10 people this month or this week or this day who could use something like this in their life. So let's say Curran shares that with 10 people. So off of Curran's efforts alone, that's $22,400 coming to your mailbox. Would you be able to travel and really help the world like you'd want to if you had an extra $22,000?
That's more than I made all last year.
That's more than I made all last year too, man. So do you think that together we could climb to 6A? You think we could, you know, over the next 1 to 3 years, create a business plan and a strategy to help you reach 6A? Because I just showed you how to get to 4A with 3 directs.
Could you do that exact presentation for my best friend Chris?
Yes, and I will do that for anybody you would like to talk to until you get the hang of this. You know, honestly, this is something that'll take you, you know, 2 or 3 trainings of coming to plugging in with our team to really understand and digest how to do this. So let's say you're a 6A now, okay? We climb together to 6A. You have 100 units in your organization, all right? So do you remember earlier how I told you how powerful it could be if you had over 100 U's working 8 hours a day for 30 days? Your numbers are 24,000 hours. You're now working smart. All right, so do you see how you can have this system of over 100 U's by reaching 6A?
I really do, yeah.
Well, Greg, honestly, man, I just wanted to let you know that we have multiple ways for you to come into this business, but one of the ways that we like to offer people is for them to call a company called Comerica Bank, get financed for the entire amount, and your monthly payments will actually be less than your phone bill, man. It'll be $87 a month.
Wow.
Do you think that's something that you might be able to fit into your budget?
Yeah. How long does that take? Can I call him right now?
Well, honestly, man, if you want, I can actually call right now, and as soon as they connect, I can hand you the phone, and we can walk through the steps together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, one last thing I wanted to show you, Greg. Remember I told you the heart of this company is to spread true health globally with compassion. True health being having a healthy body, healthy finances, which allow you to have peace of mind, right?
Yes.
So do you see how our 3 tangible products can give you this?
Yeah, I do.
Do you see how our patent compensation plan is going to get this settled in your life?
Yes, it's amazing.
So do you see how I have this? How my life has completely changed in this last year? How I've been able to travel the entire country and see almost all 50 states in this last year that I've been in this business, because honestly, I now have this, and most importantly, I have the heart of this company, which is having true health settled in my life.
I can see that, and I can tell you that you really inspire me, and I want to have that for myself.
Awesome, man. Well, guys, that's how you do it in 15 minutes.
I love it.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
All right, so, you know, some things that I noticed from all that was a lot of focus on the business, which I like.
Yep. Well, it's enrollment into the heart of an adjective, which is talking to someone first about what is possible for them in their life. And we tell our people we are committed to standing for you and what's possible in your life. That's the #1 phrase that we tell someone if we show them this, and if we ever get a no, we'll tell them, okay, great, well, I want you to remember one thing. We're committed to standing for you and what's possible for your life. People remember that, and they always come back. So this is really powerful, because what Curran just demonstrated is he offered and conveyed true health and what that looks like. And 1/3 of true health is our amazing water and our amazing Ukon and our amazing Anespa. But he also showed him how he could get healthy finances, ushering in peace of mind and getting that settled in your life. So this is powerful when you start with the opportunity of getting true health. The listening goes up in the client. They hear you say, wow, this guy just showed me a way to get my life out of this deal and do it in 1 to 3 years.
Right.
Versus before, the only thing on the menu was a product for purchase, which was 1/3. Hey, this is the best water in the world, Kangen water. Let me show it to you. Do you want to buy it? And the ticket price would be $4,000 or $5,000, and people were not quick to come off the money. Another thing, people, like I've said before, people feel real bad about asking other people to spend money. But hey, if you've got a solution and you can usher someone in to have their dreams come true, and you can show someone how to make money, people feel real good about offering that. And Curran showed you an example how you could come in on all 3 of our products for $87 a month with 0 money down. So it's not it's a purchase of a new life system with our 8-point patented system ushering in true health, and this water system comes with it. And so it's really, really powerful to start off this way. And so they didn't actually have to spend $8,500 out the gate. They committed to $8,500, but putting no money down and having $87 a month payment. That's doable for anyone. It's less than their cable bill or their phone bill. So what would it be worth to you to go ahead and launch your life? And in this example, it was extraordinary because he just went through 3 people. You know, people know 300 people that would really love to have a vehicle to have true health actualized in their life, and let alone the power of just knowing 3 of the right people. So that's a quick version of the conversation that we're having with people. And again, he started with the reality trap of life, the 40-40-40, where people are signing up to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of their life to try to retire off 40% off what they couldn't live off anyways. That's the reality trap of life. Okay, so is there another option? Yes. See, that's when you're a part of a system, but Enagic will offer you the chance to own your own system, and it's called the 8-point system. And that's why it's so beautiful. So he went over the reality trap of life. Then he showed them the solution to life, which is multiplying yourself and creating 100, not employees, but partners, where you can get paid off the efforts of all of your partners versus just what you can do with your own 2 hands in 1 40-hour work week. So that's the solution, to be able to own your own system, and then ushering in true health with our amazing tangible products that come with it to give you good health to feel good now. So with that being said, this is amazing because we want people to become a part of Enagic for life. We do not want them working a job with Enagic for the rest of their life. We want them to get true health settled in 1 to 3 years. So now they can powerfully live a life they love without limitation and really have a contribution to what they really want to be up to in this life. And so that's the conversation we're having with people now. Our yeses are going up. People are seeing, I mean, people are actually saying, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. And this awakening happens where they really have a real shot to be extraordinary. It's beautiful.
Indeed, it is beautiful, man. It's I am so excited to see this kind of pitch, because I've seen people, you know, do many different pitches over the years, and what I love about this, I mean, it really hits the heart of the matter. Yes, we need to be drinking the best water possible. Yes, we need to have you know, good health and all those things. But when it comes to providing the dream of Enagic, the true health dream, you're providing balance in their financial life. So now we're in a position where we can say we can solve their problems. Quite honestly, wealth or finances is probably the #1 stressor in people's lives, man. I mean, you guys know that too. I mean, you know, financial is rough, and it actually causes a lot of health issues in people's lives. So I think it's even easier to relate to people, especially healthy people, or at least people that think they're healthy, with a business approach, because you're hitting the heart of the matter. And I mean, most everyone, unless they're already successful, and if they are successful, they're looking for some other way to invest their money. But everyone's looking to do better financially. And so, I mean, I love what you guys did with that. We do have Misty here on the line as well, and I'd like to get some Q&A from others. So if you want to join us tonight, and you're on YouTube watching this, click on over to our the chat room tonight. We did have tech issues, so you'll have to click over. But if you want to join us, I did post the link up there, and it will activate your computer and get you pulled into this Hangout. And we'd love to interact with you and share and answer any questions you might have. So great work, Gregory and Corinne. You guys did an awesome job tonight, guys.
Thank you so much, Eric. And honestly, man, guys, I just want you to know that this is a system that, you know, no longer do I have to walk around with a demo bag with, you know, 15 different bottles of water or
Right.
even drops. You know, I show up to my enrollment meeting with a pen and paper, and it's really powerful. And, you know, honestly, I've duplicated a lot of trifectas out here that way, and it really hits home to the younger generation, because that's usually who I'm talking to. But at the same time, people who have actually been through that reality trap, you know, 55, 65 years old, they can relate to it as well, because they just got out of it or they're still in it. So when I show people the slide, trifecta slide, which this is something that a friend of mine is actually making right now for the world to have, is a slide of, you know, basically how to do the solution to life. And what's awesome about it is that if anybody has any questions, so wait, what do you mean this machine does this? Well, check this out. It really hits home to the younger generation, because that's usually who I'm talking to. But at the same time, so you guys see that right there? That's going to be your clinical spotlight. You know, these are doctors basically stating that this, you know, backing these products. And it doesn't have to be a 30-minute presentation or an hour presentation any longer on just the product. You show them, it's got a brief description of what it is, and then, you know, once the unit's on their counter, then you can explain to them about antioxidants, microclustering, and, you know, alkalized water. But, you know, as far as, you know, it concerns me, you know, being 23 years old, one day being Curran, the next day being a water salesman, it came off really inauthentic. People were just asking me, so how do you know all this about water now? I now became the water guru and being made fun of at work. And, you know, no one would even talk to me. So, honestly, guys, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but it's just a matter of really what's going to duplicate in your business. And what duplicates is hitting the point of people's lives and talking to them about the things that they want in life, because we have an answer to that. We're no longer trying to get them to purchase something that we want them to purchase. We're actually offering them what they want, which is a huge, huge, huge difference. You know, connecting one-on-one, and, you know, when the topic is their life, the price disappears. The price disappears, because a week in the hospital is going to run you $15,000. So an $8,600 investment into their health is nothing, considering just opening up a hot dog stand, like Greg says, is going to cost you $20,000. How many hot dogs do you have to sell to break even? You know, this is a way to open up and start your own business for $8,600 powerfully. Show them how they can make their entire investment back in 2 people who share it with 2 people. So you want this to be doable for everybody, man. So I just wanted to just clear that up, and I've actually never sat down and done a 15-minute enrollment, so I hope you guys got something out of that. But, you know, it can vary. Sometimes it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes, or sometimes it's an hour, but honestly, it's a system that anybody can use and do.
Absolutely. You guys, you did a great job, Corinne. We really appreciate you, man, and, of course, your spirit and your energy. What you guys are bringing to the table is fantastic. I love every second of it. Gregory, let's hear from you, man. What are you thinking about all this? I know you actually shared with us a very powerful pitch, 3-4 weeks ago. People were very excited to see that as well. So why don't we talk a bit about that?
Yeah, well, I am just excited to be on here with all of you, and me, I just feel like I am the student right now, getting to be Curran's partner for the demonstration. I am in training mode, so I'm trying to absorb as much as I can from Curran. You know, he's gotten to the point he is at right now through experience. And that's one thing that is absolutely necessary for people to start changing the way they're doing this business. So one thing that we're doing in our organization is, first off, we're meeting up to have mastermind group sessions Monday through Thursday. So we're all getting together, and one of the things we do is have a different person every week delivering the enrollment conversation so that we can pick up different flavors and
Segues.
questions and transitions that people use, because everyone's different. Everyone's got a different story. Everyone's unique. So in another word, we're really trying to duplicate authenticity, helping people be their true self. So when we have someone share the enrollment conversation, the next thing we do as a group is partner up and we practice enrolling each other. That way we're getting, if, for lack of better terms, the muscle memory down to be able to feel confident when we sit down with somebody for a real meeting in the real world. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times we practice with each other, how many times we see this enrollment conversation, until we take this knowledge that we've absorbed and go out in the real world and start applying it, we're still missing a lot of what's going to make us successful, and that's just plain, flat-out experience.
Absolutely. All right. Let's go ahead and hear from Misty. She joined us here live tonight. Hey, Misty, how are you tonight?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Just a little. Maybe you can speak up a little bit. Might be.
All right. Is that
there
better?
we go. That's better. Go right ahead. How you doing? What do you think about tonight, Misty?
I
We appreciate
love
you
it.
joining us.
Thank you. Man, Todd came to do a training with us a couple weeks ago, and it was unbelievably powerful. And I've had the opportunity to sit in on a little bit of what these guys do, and for our team, I'm telling you what, I'm excited because what they're showing right now is huge. So thank you guys for all that you're doing for all of us and getting us all excited and pumped and ready for what's coming. Very awesome. Okay, question that I have that some people have kind of wanted, and something too that I think we've discussed a little bit. For long distance, like for people that are, you can't, this is so visual, and sitting down and drawing this out for somebody, that is such a visual process. So what are you doing for some long distance people? People that are you using Hangouts? What are you doing to make that happen?
Do you mind if I say something to that, gentleman? Okay. See, this enrollment conversation was all about showing them the reality trap of life, and then the solution to life, which is creating partners so they can get paid off more of just their own efforts, and then the 8-point system, and letting them know what's possible for them. Now, the whole graph and the whole conversation that Kern just drew out for us, you can become a master at that conversation, to where there are going to be times where you can just speak out the entire conversation. For instance, yesterday, I had 2 prospects, one where I was on Google Hangouts, and I didn't draw anything out. The entire conversation Kern just had, I spoke it out and talked it out. Didn't draw anything out. And at the end of the deal, the gal, I was speaking to her, she was states away. She was interested in coming in on the entire trifecta, what was possible for her. And she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you, I am all in. Now, mind you, she's never seen a demo yet, and she hadn't had the water hit her lips, but she was completely enrolled on what was possible for her because I spoke out the whole conversation that Kern just drew out. Got off that call, and then got on another call, phone call now, even further states away, and spoke out the entire conversation. And this person came in on all 3 products as well over the phone. This is an authentic conversation. You don't necessarily always have to draw it all out. And when I sit in front of my prospects, even when I'm in front of them, I will gauge if they're more of a visual person and the conversation is going to go better by drawing it out or just speaking it out. And sometimes when you speak it out, they can be enrolled even more by just having an authentic conversation, just as a matter of fact. This is the deal. We're all taught to dive into this system, go to school, go to college, and then sign up to work for 40 years of your life to make a living versus a life. And you're usually part of a system working for somebody else making their dreams come true. But what about you? And what about your dreams? Wouldn't it be cool if you could own your own system? Well, that's what we're here to offer you, is to have true health actualized in your life. And I will authentically sit there and just talk out the entire solution to life graph that he wrote out, and you'll get so good at it to where you can just speak it out like a normal conversation and enroll your prospect. Yeah, that's right. I'm in that system, and I've been doing it for years, and I don't even know when I'm going to retire, and this is that. So you don't have to draw it out. It's just as powerful if you become a master at this conversation about speaking about what's possible for them and getting them to see where they're at and where they're stuck and what their dreams are and where they want to go. Well, guess what? We have the solution for them. So I'm glad that you asked that question, because it's just as powerful to get real with people and sit there and just talk out the entire conversation. And both people were completely enrolled before they'd even seen the water demo. And guess what? Then they got off the phone with me and watched the water demo, and it was just like huge icing on the cake. They were so excited about the tangible products they're going to get when they get to own their own system. So that's a great question, Misty. Where are you at right now, Misty? What state are you in, sweetheart? I know, but I want everyone else to know.
I'm in Arkansas. I'm actually sitting on my mother-in-law's back porch right now, so I'm in the dark.
Yeah. Well, really, you want to be able to get really good at what we're really offering people here. And Kern just laid it out point blank.
Beautifully.
So good at that, to where you can just speak it out. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Guys,
It simplifies the whole thing.
40 hours a week for 40 years and having to retire on 40% of what you couldn't survive on in the first place, just like what Todd said. Everybody can relate to that.
Yeah, you know, we actually did a video for that 40-40 rut in the UConn website. If you've got an UConn website, go into the opportunity pages, and we talk about the 40-40-40 rut. But, you know, that's what everybody's stuck in. Everyone. That's why I feel it's so much easier to relate to people from a financial standpoint than, okay, first of all, if they're sick, help them. Absolutely. Gosh, help them. Kangen Water can really help a lot of people. But that's not going to really create the duplication that we're looking for on average, right, guys? I mean, wouldn't you say that as distributors? You guys are doing it on the front lines, right?
Well, yeah. We will really want to do them justice by offering and conveying true health, which is all three. And the way that we're going to do that is enrolling them on what's possible for their life, showing them how to make money, versus asking them just to spend it to buy a water system that's going to be good for their health. Okay, so you sell them a water system that's good for their health, they get hydrated, but their finances are still sick, and they don't have peace of mind. And if their finances are sick, it's even harder for them to pull their wallet out and make a monetary commitment to buying this just for their health. Well, we want to show them how to own their own system. We want to get them true health. We want the water system to not cost them anything by offering. So let me just say this. When you start with the opportunity, when they get the opportunity here, their number one goal is to duplicate. When you only offer a water system for purchase and they purchase it, they're all about it. But the number one goal usually is just to get hydrated and then study. We want them to earn as they learn. And I love this water, and I love to learn all about it, but I want people to be able to start to duplicate immediately and be empowered. And the power of network marketing is duplication. If you don't have duplication going on, then you just create yourself having a job with an adjunct, and that's an oxymoron. That defeats the whole purpose here. So it's real simple. You want to lead with their life being the point, the opportunity of sharing true health. And if you just lead with water and water alone, and water is the only point, then you're only sharing 1/3 of true health, doing them injustice, which in return does you an injustice and slows down duplication. And so the more more authentic and more normal, that you can just have a normal conversation and speak to people about what we're really offering them, the enrollment goes up, the yeses goes up, the listening goes up, the understanding goes up, and the duplication goes up. Because what Kern just shared is a normal conversation that everybody has about the reality trap of life. He just happened to have a solution. Well, people can turn around and share that tomorrow with 10 friends and be excited about it. If you just showed them a water demo, they're going to be like, man, I love it, I'm sold, but man, I'm going to have to study for a while before I can do that. And duplication is stopped in its tracks. So we want to empower people. We're in the empowerment business here. And when you can get on to making people the point and them getting their lives out of this, the business gets real fun. You know, I like I said, I had the enrollment conversation, just speaking it out with 2 people, one on the computer, one on the phone yesterday, and they're both all in. I had 3 appointments today in person. And I had 2 yeses and 1 maybe. And out of the 2 yeses, one I just spoke the conversation, the other one I drew it out. And you got to feel out who you're talking to. But either way, the 2 yeses are like, my goodness, wow, I can do this. And they left empowered, moved, touched, and inspired about what now is possible for them. And they were like, thank you, thank you, thank you. The gratitude is already showing up. And so really that's what it is here. To make this thing a whole lot of fun and to make your business powerful, offer and convey the whole picture of true health by leading with what is possible for them. And they're going to hear you showing them how they can get their life out of the deal versus just asking them to spend money. It's a big difference.
Yes, indeed it is, my friend. Thank you guys for sharing your message tonight. Thank you for joining us and putting up with about 15 minutes of tech issue. You know, I will tell you that we've been connected for over an hour before the show started, so we were ready to rock and roll. But you know how things go. Sometimes they don't work out according to plan, especially with Google and Yahoo. I mean, not Yahoo, but YouTube. But Corinne and Gregory, thank you guys so much. Hats off to you, gentlemen. You're doing good things, and I think a lot of people are really having a lot of benefit because I won't say the T word, but the bottom line is when people realize the power of bringing all 3, the trinity of products to their prospects, they are able to create duplication and approaching the business from approaching Enagic from a business standpoint has created a lot of duplication in people's lives. Guys, I'm getting messages every week. I'm seeing posts online. People like Michelle Rayleigh is doing great with this. The bottom line is, I believe it's the kind of a missing link that's always been there. Mr. Shiro engineered this into the Enagic opportunity many years ago. He knew what was up, and he wants us focused on true health, not just looking for cancer patients and helping people, which is absolutely fantastic, but also creating whole life balance. Maybe once they get well and they get healthy, they are able to start and share this wonderful water. I've actually known many people over the 10 years that we've been here that have done that have healed things in their lives, or already breaking rules here. They have, the water's helped them, and they started living the true health lifestyle, which has helped them to obtain good health. So with that, I'm going to switch over to you guys. So we'll wrap this up here in just a second. I do appreciate you, Misty. Thanks for coming tonight.
One thing I want to make clear out there, folks, this is not our idea. This is the true heart of Enagic to offer and convey true health. But this whole approach, we are following Mr. Joko from Indonesia, Peter Anandika. And if you look in the search bar, Joko from Indonesia is live with us right now. The man himself is saying hello to us.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah, he's here.
Awesome. What's up, Joko?
Yeah. So Joko,
you inspired a lot of people, my friend.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is really, really powerful stuff here. And you're going to just have fun. Now, Greg mentioned something real important. We got together our own mastermind group of like-minded people with the same heart and vision. We all got different goals and dreams, and we all come together. And you know what? We have a mastermind group where then we get together and we pair up and we actually practice enrolling people. So work out the kinks. And you know, when you do that every morning, we do that on Mondays and Thursday mornings. Well, we've just already had enrollment conversations. Now we're ready to go out and have real ones when we leave, and it's powerful. So you want to get a mastermind group together. You want to practice this conversation one-on-one and work the kinks out. People are going to need help. And you know, when I started doing water demos, my mom will tell you, and Marilyn, if you're around, you need to get over here and say hello real quick. But when I started doing water demos, I would plan on doing the whole thing, and I'd get one property water down, and I'd be sweating, and I'd call my mom and pass the baton. It must have took me 200 times before I could master a water demo. So don't feel bad if it's going to take, this conversation is going to take some practice. That's why you want to go ahead and partner up and work the kinks out. And another thing that our team's doing is we've been watching Eric Worre and the GoPro. We're in our pre-launch right now. We're getting ready to gear up. November 5th, we're launching a 90-day all-out massive action with a group of people. And so I suggest that you guys get a mastermind group together, you get some goals together, and it's just been extraordinary what can happen when you all come together with your different goals and dreams and visions. So the Queen of Dayton, Ohio is just now rolling up on this, Marilyn Caparini, and my mother.
Marilyn, what's up, darling?
Hello.
Hello,
so great to see you. Every time I see you, I glow.
This is too much
Can
fun.
you see me? I'm glowing. Look. I'm glowing. My head's glowing. I'm trying to get rid of that, actually.
Oh, I love it. Hello, Annette.
Hello. It's so good to see you, honey.
Thank you.
So you've inspired your sons to do this business, and they've all created 6A positions, and now they've got leaders on their team creating 6A positions. How exciting is that?
It's amazing. I've been told that I'm the only mama that has all 3 6As, all 3 sons that are all 6As.
That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, congratulations with that.
Good stuff.
And
Love
these guys
y'all.
are helping to inspire many people out there into approaching this thing in a new and exciting way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good to
Bye,
see
guys.
you. All right, Todd, so what do you think? We're ready to wrap this up, guys. Again, guys, we appreciate you too. Absolutely, good job. Looking forward to the replay this evening because, we did start late, and I know a lot of people probably couldn't hop on the YouTube video. But we hope you found this training helpful tonight. Again, we did a role-playing session. It was awesome. We got to see how you can actually share the Enagic opportunity very simply in very short time. So thank you guys for your energy tonight. We appreciate you. Absolutely.
In closing, I'd like to say this. When you learn to have this enrollment conversation with a prospect on what's possible for them, that totally ushers in you having third-party validation. Now your third-party validation actually has something huge to validate, and it's going to be so powerful. After you have the enrollment conversation with them first, then show them the demo, then have third-party validation, it's as good as game over. It's very powerful. Now, I want you to remember, you people are absolutely extraordinary for taking this on. You are, and I want to thank everyone in the Enagic business for being committed to standing for what is possible in other people's lives. And you want to let them know that's your position, especially if they say no. You can say, okay, great, thanks for your time. I want to let you know, remember something here. I don't care if it's tomorrow, if it's next week, or 2 years. I'm going to be here. I've got your back. I want you to remember I am absolutely committed to standing for you and what is possible for your life.
Thank you, Todd. Awesome. We appreciate it, man. I'm so glad you're on my team, and love to be masterminding with you guys and creating great things together. So with that said, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you and your energy tonight, and we hope that our viewers found great value in that. We'll announce our next week. I'm trying to get this out a little bit sooner for all of you so you guys can plan ahead. We are going to be launching the True Health Prospecting website here really soon. It looks very good. We're very close to getting that stuff ready to go. So prepare yourself for the True Health webinar for prospects. Yay!
Yeah.
That will be coming forward here very soon, and Todd's going to help me with that, and of course all of you will be helping me with that. If you are interested in actually being a guest on that call, if you're 6A and above and you have a story to tell, you'd like to share your passion for Enagic, how Enagic has helped you reach true heights in your life, true health, true life, true living, then get in touch with me. Mastermind@enagicwebsystem.com, or tag me on Facebook. Let me know that you'd like to be part of this. This is your webinar, guys. This was designed for you. It's not about me. I'm going to get on there. We're going Todd and I are going to tell the story, and then we're turning it over to you. We want to hear from your team, your 6As, people that have experienced this. Every single week, guys, I want new people on this webinar, okay? Let's blow it up. Let's show the world what we're made of. Let's show the world what we have to give. Let's come together as a community. I need you to get in touch with me. So get in touch with me. Get your team to get in touch with me as soon as possible, because we're going to be booking, and I want to book at least 8 weeks in advance. So help me do that by getting in touch. Mastermind@enagicwebsystem.com, or find me on Facebook and send me a private message. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful evening. We hope you found value in this and that you have the most amazing success with your Enagic business, because together we make it happen. Good night, everyone. Thank you, gentlemen. Bye for now.
Everybody, whether
Thank
you
you.
think you can or you can't, you are right. When you want something, the entire universe is conspiring to help you achieve it.
Isn't that beautiful?
If you can think it and believe it, then you can achieve it.
Woo! Napoleon Hill. So wise, man.
Wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure.
So be it.
Yes, that's right. We love you guys. And
Bye, guys.
can't wait to see you again soon. Thank you so much, Eric. You are the man.
And thank you, Joe. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, gentlemen. Bye for now.
Love y'all.
Cheers.